Two of the biggest tech companies in the world, Google and Microsoft, are both competing to be your go-to AI assistant. And honestly, they are both pretty good. But pretty good is not enough when you are deciding which one deserves your time, your workflow, and maybe your money. So today we are going head-to-head, Google Gemini versus Microsoft Copilot, real use cases, real side-by-side tests, and by the end, a clear winner. I've been using both of these heavily over the past few weeks, and I have got some opinions. Let's get into it. First, a quick lay of the land, because these tools are actually quite different under the hood. Google Gemini is Google's flagship AI assistant powered by their Gemini models. You can access it at gemini.google.com inside Google Workspace and built into Android. It is deeply connected to Google's ecosystem, Docs, Sheets, Gmail, and Search. Microsoft Copilot, on the other hand, is powered by OpenAI models, the same family behind ChatGPT, and it lives inside Microsoft 365. That means Word, Excel, Outlook, Teams, and even Windows 11. There is also a free version at copilot.microsoft.com. So right away, the question becomes, are you more of a Google person or a Microsoft person? But it is not quite that simple, so let's dig deeper. Let's talk about the actual experience of using these tools day to day. Gemini feels clean, fast, and minimal, very similar to Google Search, which makes it instantly familiar. You get a chat window, file uploads, image support, and everything feels smooth. On mobile, it works great, and inside Docs or Gmail, it appears as a sidebar that does not interrupt your workflow. Copilot feels more structured. In the browser, it is polished, but inside Microsoft 365, that is where it really shines. You can highlight text in Word and ask it to rewrite it instantly. That level of integration is genuinely impressive. So here's the trade-off. Gemini is easier and more accessible, while Copilot is more powerful inside Office apps. Now let's test the brains. I gave both the same prompt, explain the pros and cons of a 4-day work week as if you are advising a CEO. Gemini delivered a thoughtful, well-structured answer with clear sections and balanced arguments. It felt like a consultant. Copilot was also strong, but more formal and more corporate in tone. It leaned heavily on productivity metrics. They are very close here, but for deeper reasoning and nuance, Gemini has a slight edge. Copilot can feel a bit more templated. So for general thinking and analysis, Gemini wins, but just barely. Next up is writing. I tested 3 things: a professional email, a creative story opening, and a product description. For the email, Copilot was outstanding, concise, natural, and perfectly on tone. One of the best I have seen. For creative writing, Gemini stood out. It was more imaginative, more varied, and less predictable. For product descriptions, they were basically tied. So Copilot wins for business writing, and Gemini wins for creativity. Now let's get practical with data and documents. I uploaded a CSV file and asked both tools to analyze it. Inside Excel, Copilot is seriously impressive. It can write formulas, build pivot tables, and generate charts from plain English. If you work in spreadsheets regularly, this is a game changer. Gemini with Google Sheets is improving, but it still feels a step behind in hands-on control. However, for long documents, Gemini has the advantage. Its larger context window makes summarizing big PDFs noticeably better, so Copilot wins for Excel and data workflows, and Gemini wins for long-form documents. What about real-time information? Both tools connect to the web. Copilot, powered by Bing, does a great job showing sources. You get links and citations, which makes it very transparent. Gemini, backed by Google Search, feels more refined, with more synthesized answers instead of just listing links. So Copilot wins on transparency, while Gemini wins on overall search quality. Now for multimodal features, I tested image understanding using a complex chart. Gemini was more accurate and picked up finer details and trends. For image generation, Copilot has the edge thanks to DALL-E, with more polished and consistent results. Voice is another area worth mentioning. Gemini's live conversation mode feels natural and fluid, especially on Android. Copilot's voice feature works, but it feels more like an add-on. So Gemini wins for vision and voice, and Copilot wins for image generation. Let's talk pricing. Both tools offer free versions. Gemini's paid plan, Google One AI Premium, is about $20 a month and includes its most powerful model plus workspace integration. Copilot Pro is also around $20 a month. but to use it fully inside Word, Excel, and Outlook, you also need a Microsoft 365 subscription. That adds to the cost. So in terms of value, Gemini gives you more for the base price. All right, let's wrap it up. Choose Gemini if you are in the Google ecosystem or if you want stronger reasoning, better creative output, and more value for money. Choose Copilot if you rely heavily on Microsoft 365, especially Excel, Word, and Outlook, or if your work is more corporate or enterprise focused. Here is the honest takeaway. Gemini has the higher ceiling as an AI model. It is more flexible, more creative, and constantly improving. But Copilot has deeper integration where it really counts, and for many professionals, that is everything. There is no universal winner. The best tool is the one that fits your workflow. But for most people, Gemini probably edges it. That is the full breakdown, Gemini versus Copilot. Let me know in the comments which one you are using and whether it has actually changed how you work. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.